record. Welcome to Hatha Yoga. Special look at yoga to have happy feet. Just pausing to begin with. Relax your body, relax your breath, your mind, everything. Just be still. Feel your breath get slower as you relax. With practice, we learn to go to our breathing. We practice holding our awareness there, cycling our awareness back to the breath, and consciously being still and soft in our bodies. One more breath, quiet and soft. And then open up your eyes to your breath in. Bring your arms back to easy fingers back position. Lean back, enjoy a little heart lifting. Then come to your feet. Bring yourself to a position where you can be on your feet and just try to let your soles of your feet show to each other. It's called inversion of the feet. So let your hips do what they need to do so your feet can face. Take a deep breath there, enjoy a heart lift. And then this other way, eversion, it's kind of easier in a chair, but just explore for a moment. Turn the feet away from each other. So you got to do a big hip maneuver. So everybody's going to look different. Do your best to turn your feet away and from each other, the soles of the feet. Take a deep breath. Default gaze at the nose. One more time, trying that. Turn away the feet. You can try this in a chair sometime. And relax your legs. Relax into easy pose. Taking your right leg out. Do a few ankle pumps, forward and back. Also sitting tall, finding your axial extension in your spine, that sense of length through the top of the skull. And relax. Fold your knee, fold your hip externally, settle that leg and pick up the second one, weave your fingers. Sit up tall, so we get some arm and core strength here, as well as activating our legs, which we use for things like half moon pose and other reaching poses. Loving, wow, miracle, ankle joint, feet. Relax, close your knee. Rotate out your hip and return. Bring your hands down to your legs. Bringing your right shoulder over towards your left knee. Circling out towards the front, lift your heart and other shoulder towards the other knee. Curl as you come to the back. Twice more. So shoulder towards the knee. Stretching your back. As much as it feels good, each position your own way. Curl to the back. One more time, right shoulder presses out to the left knee. Sweep around, heart leading. Other shoulder press. Curl in the center. Release, sit tall. And relax, other way. Left shoulder, right knee. Sweep around, heart broad. Press the shoulder, curl the center, twice more. Endless curiosity about the breath and the body, non-judgmental, compassionate. Release. Shoulder blades together and down, heart lifting. Let your nose guide you to look over your right shoulder. Focus on your nose. Let your nose lead you to look up at the sky, but you still look at your nose, just moving your neck. Nose, other shoulder. Nose looks at navel. Release the other side. Follow the nose today to look over your left shoulder. Sweep to an upward nose. Steady your gaze down towards your nose tip though. Other side, nose looks over shoulder. Just the right amount each place. Nose looks to navel. Last one, shoulders down. Release. Bring your feet away. Fire logs pose, so not a lot of talking about it today. Just try to stack your legs and just do what you do. Just getting the feet further out is a big part of this. So explore. Keep your knees safe by relaxing your hips and only working so deeply that your knees do not feel strained. Option to come forward to any degree. Your heart can go to your legs. You can have a little tiny hinge. 5 breaths. Spread your hands or your fingertips down. You can start to tone back the low belly a little bit. Check in. How's your body? How's your breathing? Perhaps go a little bit further. Maybe you're already there, it's okay. Just one more breath, finding a little bit of an edge. Non-harming, first teaching, ahimsa. Release. Thank you this side for what you taught me, and other side. Feet moving away from the pelvis. Some sort of stacking arrangement of the legs. Check in. No strain in the knees. Be with this side as you come forward a little bit or a lot. Non-judgmental, just your own space. We turn our awareness inside. Letting go of whatever you were doing before practice. Still shedding that in our transition. Move one thing to the next. Eventually, we might be able to find moments of yoga off of our mats. Last breath, you have space to go a little bit deeper, just to gently challenge yourself. When the breath is complete, release back and out. Easy pose to do our centering and tending. Letting the movements you've done so far resonate up the legs into the hips. Touch your third eye center with your dominant hand, first 2 fingers, lightly rest them there. Relax your eyes, breathe in on the right side. Breathe out on the left side. Stretch the breath. Inhale, left side. Exhale, right side. Take your fingers away. Continue to sense the third eye. Right side, inhale. Left side, exhale. Do the other way. Bring your fingers back just to reinforce that gentle touch, the vibration. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Not touching the nose this time, just using your concentration. One of our limbs of yoga. Pranayama, the breath work. Dharana, the concentration. Release your hand away, breathe through both sides. Sense the breath vibration at the third eye center. This is the direct calming to the nervous system. Let yourself feel peaceful and relaxed in this moment. Hands to heart, breathe in deeply. And releasing to your tabletop position, please. Start with taking the hands spreading and bringing your right leg straight back, reaching back through your heel. Keep your neck natural. Use this as a warming up position for downward dog and upward dog and plank pose, where we learn to spiral out the hands. Feel all of your fingers. Gently push back through your heel. The pressing action into the earth gives us strength. Feel it strengthen. Activate your chest, your back, your arms, shoulders. One more breath. Release your leg, pull back to child's pose. Walk out to the left side with both arms to any degree. Bring down your head, quiet. We create a gentle sound with the breath. It is called Ujjayi, and it means victorious. Victorious over our running thoughts, helping us move into stillness. Deep breath again. Second side. Release with care. Transitions are important. Find your tabletop. Pay attention to your shoulders down your back, your neck long. Bring back your left leg. Tuck under your toes. Reach through your heel. Turn inside. Hope that you can actually see my foot. There it is. Navel towards the spine gently. Be present. Accept when you're like, this feels hard in my body, this feels tight. All those things are part of you. It's okay. Accept yourself. Tell the truth. Release your leg, draw back, Balasana. With the latissimus, reach out. Over to the side, bow down your head. One of those yoga qualities is being honest with ourselves. And there we can work in the right place with our bodies. It teaches us acceptance and appreciation of impermanence. One more breath out. Slowly return to center. Come to plank pose. Maybe just walking back your knees, that's fine. If you want to tuck under and pop up your legs. And then press back to downward dog. Move your feet if you have to. Go back and forth between the two, a time or two. Just flow back and forth out to plank. Find your low belly up. A little bit of each. Press back to downward dog. Relax down your head. Bring your feet to your hands. Uplift in the belly. Let your knees bend as you walk forward. Pick up your hands when you're ready. Continue your walk. Fold forward and take your elbows and enjoy a little free sway as your feet open to the earth here for the first time. Hi feet, you're down here near your feet-ish, so you can say hello, send them some gratitude. Let them release any holding and open. Let awareness travel up your legs, letting your knees bend as needed here. Tipping forward in your pelvis. One more breath. Shoulders hanging out of your body in this pose. Wide arms stand up. Use your resources. Press your feet, bend your knees. Breathe in. Exhale into cactus arms. Draw your elbows back. Stretch your heart center. Bring your arms up and weave your fingers together. Pop out your index fingers and cross your thumbs. Bring up your arms, your shoulders down. Bring both your hips over to the right side to create a side bend. So a little bit of just giving some different directions to get us into some familiar shapes. So focusing on moving the hips to create side bend. Little squeeze in the hands, not too much. One more exhale. Center, release down your hands. Change your weave. Point out your index fingers, but gentle squeeze in the hands. Helps us release tension, can help with headaches, any upper body tension. Up, shoulders down, pop your hips over to the left to create side bend. You might also start cultivating the uplift in your pelvic floor, the Mula Bandha. The navel towards the spine is connected to that, so start with navel to spine to learn that subtle strength. One more exhale. Hips return to center. Relax your hands down. Another breath back in Cactus Arms, Heart Pose. Exhale. Preparing to greet the sun with intention. We might have already said hello, maybe in the morning. Just helps us land where we are. In reality, inhale up to the sky. Slow, slow breaths. You have lots of time to come into the poses. Exhale into forward fold. If you are using blocks for the lunge, you can take them here. Stepping back to high lunge with your right leg going back. Have a moment to find your lunge. It's okay if your back knee comes down. Twisting, reaching up and down. If you need to refine anything, do it early and then continue. Find your space for your neck, shoulders are down. One more exhale. And release this twist. Bring your back knee down to explore a second way of twisting in a lunge. Coming up, shoulders relax. Rotate. Let your belly be relaxed for this one as you rotate, reaching front and back. Turn your eyes to look at your backhand. Concentrate on your balance. 5 breaths. Exhale 2. That sounded breath vibrating, calming nervous system this whole time. Use exhale to release to center. And bring back your leg. Knees, chest, and chin pose. I find this to be super awkward. So knees are already down. So we have to somehow reach our hearts down and our chins. I think it's because my arms are really long. So awkward, reach down. Maybe it's not awkward for you. You could teach me. Press out. Come out to your belly for Cobra Pose. So subtle, lengthen your low back by tucking your tail. Engage Mula Bandha. Bring your arms out in front of you and pull your hands back until you feel a nice stretch of your front body. 5 breaths. So you can be pretty engaged in your pelvis to support the low back. Remembering not to hold back in your practice, also not to force. Once more. Exhale, release, come down. Make your way to downward facing dog. You can go through tabletop. So the press out, hug the elbows in. Hike it up, downward dog, 5 breaths. If you want to alternate bending your knees, that is another way of showing love to your feet and your legs. Another opportunity for that. Some of that work. Go gently. That respect, so we can work deeply with that gentleness in place. Once more each side. Nice uplift in the low belly. Exhale, bring down your head. Both heels reach. Keep your belly uplift for the high lunge second side. Stepping forward. Have a moment for that process. Blocks if you would like. As you're ready, spreading hand or fist or block, open up, reach up and down. Find your breath. Fresh point of view. Third one. Fifth one. Exhale, release. Bring down your knee behind you. A moment to cushion if you need it. Rise up. Find neutral shoulders. Let this be a chance to relax shoulders to fingers. And then let your belly come around, ribs and gaze, reach front and back. Palms face away. Calming by the third breath, you'll feel really starting to settle. Stay steady 2 more times. One more deep breath in. Deep breath out. Release. Step forward. Come to halfway lift and breathe in. Fold forward, breathe out. Go slowly all the way in. Tuck your chin. Lead with the top of your head. Stand wide arms. Nice. Exhale, settle into the heart center and then down into your sides. And that brings your shoulders back to that lovely open heart position. Pause. Sun, gratitude. Bend your knees, reach your arms, one breath, Utkatasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, the forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, the half version. Exhale, right leg back to the high lunge once again. Angle your back heel though, come up to warrior A position. Have a moment to settle in, don't hold back on having a 90-degree angle in this front leg eventually. So go as low as you can. Square towards the front, ground. Long tailbone, hands to sacrum. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, sweep them back. Open your mouth, breathe out. Twice more, inhale. Exhale. Once more. Settle into center. Arms of your choice, warrior A, 3 more breaths. Exhale. Release. Bring down your hands, bring back your leg. Plank. Side plank, right knee down, left foot behind. Reach up. Concentration. Is there anything you can soften? Are you giving it all your energy? And release. Over to the other side. Three. And 5, unwind, done. Come down to your forearms. Walk back your knees. Tuck your toes, lift up your knees off the floor. Slowly lower to your belly. Release your feet. Ground them. Slide your hands in by your waist. So keep going past your chest, down your body. Lift your legs just a little bit is fine. Lean forward towards your face. Breathe 5 times, hugging your elbows in. Shalabhasana, strengthening around the sacrum. We're not always very strong there, so it can be good medicine. 1 more breath. Lifted and release. Turn your head right side. Pre-breath. Let your ankles just rest outward. Turn your head other side. Feel the exhale draw you into the center. And an upward dog here if you would like, or another cobra, coming to downward facing dog. If you'd like to move your hips from side to side a little bit this time, or circle them. Little explorations. Stillness, one more breath. Warrior A, second side, left foot forward, angle the back heel, rise up with the determined crossing your front leg, having a moment to settle into your foundation. Tail tuck energy, sacrum. Sweep up your arms. Sweep them back. Twice more, inhale up. Exhale down and back. Open mouth exhales, one more. 3 more breaths, yogi's choice of arm position. Exhale. Straighten your front leg, release, and turn to the side on your mat. Then in your prasarita, wide spreading foot pose. Even standing, toes in. Same as when your legs are together for folding forward. You might need a knee bend, a pelvic tilt, and then release your spine forward. So trying to find a long spine. Your hands to your blocks or to the floor. Let your head come down and your shoulders draw up. Scan your body. Maybe you can straighten your legs more. The legs are firm. There's a nice uplift in this pose in your center. Reach to the top of your head towards the floor. Know that if even one hair on your head were to touch the floor, that you would be sensing that. You could feel that. Just see if you can bridge the sense of the floor. Feel its energy. Earth down there. You come part way up and angle your heels inward. Bend your knees and come up into goddess pose. If you need to change a bit, you may refine for a moment. I just did a shoulders back and down move to come upright. If your legs need to change so you're balanced, find that. And then take your hands, keep them like they are, but open them so both hands rest at your inner knees. With your fingers, palms forward, just gently encouraging back spreading across the front hips. 5 breaths. Yoga teaches us to stay calm in the face of strong work, strong sensations sometimes, challenges, and we learn to breathe slowly. One more exhale. And release your legs straight, press them straight. Side lunge over to the right leg. Come up and side lunge to the left. So this is that angled out towards the corners of the mat. A flowing option here. You may take down your hands if that feels good. Just make your own way from side to side about 3 more times each side. You can add your flourishes, lifting those back toes if it feels good. But not if it puts too much pressure on your heel or anything. Try adding a little uplift at the corners of your mouth for this last one. See if that can bring a little playfulness to your attitude. Once more. Exhale, Prasarita Padottanasana, forward fold, wide feet. Come up to standing. Turn your left foot towards the front of your mat. Come over for triangle pose, taking your top arm and bringing it into internal rotation. So you can bring your hand behind your back. Long spine, anchored in the belly. Once more. Other side, strong legs, come up, change. Turn out, find that foundation. Come over and down. Internally rotate your top shoulder and bring your hand behind your back. Heart open towards the sky. Feet open to the earth. Trust their openness, their pressing. One more time. Rise up, come to warrior B, bend your knees, spread your feet a little wider. Last standing. One more, actually, after this. One more exhale, press and turn to the other side. Virabhadrasana B. Exhale, complete. Release, work your way out. For tree pose, perhaps you step to a wall. So thinking about the feet in tree pose. So one foot gets a real nice connection with the earth. Close your eyes or just soften so you can feel that standing leg. Have something for security there if you need it. And shift weight into the right leg. That brings us off center a bit, and then we try to recenter using the folded leg. It may come around the knee, thigh, or toes to the floor, which is nice. It actually is very good for your feet to do that stretch. Find your favorite branch for today. Arm centering. So many options. Let yourself express yourself, but focus on the feet. One foot presses the leg, leg presses back. Other foot to earth. Eyes steady. Settle into your breathing. Stand tall out of your standing leg hip. One more breath. Come on down slowly if you can. If you pop out, that's fine. Keep yourself safe. Do your best. And let be. Shift. Focus on your feet. Arms can be very useful for balance. They can hold your center, encouraging you to use your core muscles. So use your fingers lovingly. Freedom of the arms and hands. Tree pose. Be your own tree. Feel yourself settle around the third breath. 2 more times. Try to just keep coming in if you've come out. Try again. Just stand and focus very much on your standing and your feet. Exhale, release. Flow to your seat. You can just sit down if you really want to do. Maybe rise to the balls of the feet. Exhale, fold in, go carefully. Need to touch these poses one more time. Lengthen front body. Exhale, go back. Upward dog, downward dog, as you like. Come through and sit down. Coming to Bada Konasana, perhaps elevating your hips. Bada bound angle pose. Feet together, knees apart. Have a moment to find center. Feel your sitting bones rocking to find center. Pause and center. Arrange your shoulders so they're resting on your rib cage. We can do a little bit of self-massage here with our feet. You can use your thumbs on your arches. You can do a little squeezing with your fingers on the outside, or just give a little bit of friction, moving your skin, loving awareness. Feel the sensation of your thumb skin and your foot skin, temperature, the way we perceive the feeling there. Come to stillness. Draw your right leg in more. Take your left leg out for Janushirasana. Tipping forward so you can extend out. Maybe your knee bends on your leg, that's fine. Get a big reach of the arms, breathing in. Hinge forward, go out as far as you can. Then come down and hold on so your elbows can go wide today. Draw your belly back. By widening your elbows, you widen your back. And you can breathe really deeply into your back. Focus on back breath. Head relaxes down. Feel how everything is connected. And your forehead go a little lower. Allow it to touch if it reaches. Follow inhalation to change sides. Bada Janu Shirsasana. Janu means knee. Shirsa is the head, and the pose is asana. Knee head pose. Reach out, breathe in. Tip forward, reach out as far as you can. Come down, it's all fine. Touch where you touch, connect. Broaden your elbows, bring down your head, breathe 5 times. Focusing on spreading your upper back today. Using breath to release tension there. Maybe it's your lower back. Breathe into that as well. One more time. Exhaling. Inhale, ease your way out. Come round to a kneeling, a folded leg position, little thunderbolt. You do that in your own way. Knees, legs together. Use your arms for support here. If you need some cushioning behind your knees or under the fronts of your ankles, you can add blanket in there. I'm going to explore a little bit of it's called rock pose. Sitting rock, I think. So let's first try soul stretch. We go forward, come up and untuck your toes, or tuck your toes under. Apologies. Ease your hips towards your heels. Also walk your hands back. Stop at any point. Breathe 3 more times. Compassionately. Creating space, not creating any sort of painful feelings. Just take care. Carefully come out, release your feet. Heading back the other way with your hands, walking back, fingers forward, like we do sometimes with our cross legs, heart lift pose, fingers back. You can keep a downward gaze. Optional here to lift your knees up. So I'm just exploring that a little bit. I had to bend my elbows to lift my knees, so just see what you need to do. It's okay if you don't lift. Just trying to stretch your feet on the top. 3 breaths. Third one, carefully let go. And Release to your back body to bridge pose. Pausing if you want to put on your socks or your long sleeves. Get your blanket, your eye pillow. If you get to bridge pose early, just enjoy settling on your back, resting your back, and opening your hips in the front. Setu Bandhasana. The word bandha is right in the name of the pose. Press up just in a casual, sustainable way. Find a spot that feels pretty easy, pretty good. Just release across the front of your hips. Also, grounding and spreading your upper back. Creating strength around your hip joints. Using your open feet. It's just a good everyday move. If you spend a lot of time sitting, it's a nice opposite pose. And we've just been sitting. One more breath. Open into bridge. Maybe lift your hips a little higher. Come down slowly. Enjoy that massage of your spine down into the earth. And relax, release. Turn your toes out and do a few windshield wipers, side to side knees. Go at your own pace. Let it feel good. Consider your favorite lying down twisting pose. And then invite yourself to come into it on your right side. Letting your knee or knees go to the right. It can be that knee down twist with the top leg. Top leg could be out straight. Both knees stacked, both knees unstacked. So many choices. The crossover. So not to overwhelm you with choice, but to let you settle into something that feels really lovely for a nice 8 breath hold. Turn your head, relax. Breathe with sound. Perhaps there's other sound that's beyond your ears, my voice somewhere out there. Just allow the sounds to be a tapestry. Try not to attach to anything, even something like a loud dog barking. I'm not suggesting. Let's invite you to change the other side. Pause the middle. The other way as you turn your head, relax, open your arms. They can be supported players here. Deep breath, soft and open. Just closing your eyes, make your mind start to wander. Does it quiet your mind? So we can go to a third eye gaze with your eyes closed. Trying to just sense that space between the eyebrows, the glabella. Spreading it, vibrating it with the breath sound. If your eyes prefer some openness, you might choose the nose tip for the gaze. So that gazing work brings our brains to a centered place, like we center our bodies in our belly. Center your brain. Finish one more cycle of breath. And return to the back of your body in your resting bridge Perhaps letting a pillow underneath your head for figure 4 pose. So if you have a tendency to lift up your chin, lift up your chest in this position, give your head some elevation for comfort. And just be mindful of that nice long neck. Begin with the right leg. Bring your right ankle above your left knee. Today, attempting to interlace around the shin of the left leg. So either the legs need to come closer, or in some cases, you might have to get up to reach. It's okay if you don't reach there. You can hold a different way, or just keep yourself on the floor. I found that I could reach on this side, but it meant I was curled up. So you don't have to be up. You can be down with your hips coming in. Be with your body. Use an interlaced position. It's strong. 2 more breaths. Let your knee go, your right knee go away from you. And release from this side with some care and noticing. Second side, ankle to knee. Left knee moving away from you. Consider the interlace around the shin. So either bringing the legs towards you or lifting up, using the support of your arms. You don't have to use too much core, so that your hips are being released. Left knee away, right knee towards your chest. Exhale for 2. Last one. Release carefully. Bring your legs up into the air. So you can bring your feet one at a time and then straighten up. Uttana Padasana, palms together, feet together. First one, let's bring them away from each other until you feel a challenge in your belly. Keep going, keep your low back rather grounded. Strong belly, 5 breaths. Try to be at peace with the challenge. Low belly strong. Exhale, bring them back towards each other. And then interlace your hands behind your skull. Rest your feet together. Elbows to opposite knees. Lift up a bit. Curl to the side, release. Lift up, twist, come down. Twice more each way. Don't hold back. This isolates our abdominal muscles because our hip flexors are in this position and gives us a nice upside down leg. Some leg work upside down, so good. Just have a moment there, just playful, open. You could do a little wide legs if that feels nice. Relax your feet, just letting blood and lymph drain towards the heart. Come together, bend your knees, bring down your feet, open your feet and knees into Bada Konasana, Sutta Bada Konasana, reclining bound angle. You can keep your hands behind your skull if you're feeling nice, or maybe change to heart and belly. Gently touch your heels together. Be in touch with how you feel. What kind of sensations are you experiencing? You don't have to name them, just be with them. As you feel inspired to straighten out your legs, so that means you can stay another breath or two. If you feel ready, you've been in that position a fair bit today. Time to go out and let your legs relax from your hips down to your feet. Take a little time, tuck in, keep your feet warm, keep yourself warm with a blanket. Focus on grounding and settling your low body. Squeeze your feet, close your eyes, squeeze, curl your toes, squeeze, and release. 2 more times, squeeze your feet, curl your toes, not too much, just the right amount, and release. This is the creating tension to release it. We're going to teach our feet to release tension. 1 more breath, 1 more time, squeeze toes, curl toes, relax, release, soften your feet, let them fall externally. Let your breath become natural and free. And your shoulders gravitate towards the earth. Welcome arms to release to a free position. Open soft hands and fingers. Let them find their natural softness, their resting position. Somewhere between open and closed. Check in, make sure your neck is long. Relax and breathe, be still and quiet. Releasing any holding in your pelvic floor, low belly, soften. Breath is free and deep. Though this land is not my own, I will never forget it, or the waters of its ocean, fresh and delicately icy. Sand on the bottom is whiter than chalk, and the air drunk like wine. Late sun lays bare the rosy limbs of the pine trees, and the sun goes down in waves of ether in such a way that I can't tell if the day is ending, or the world, or if the secret of secrets is within me again. Continue to drop in, to fall back. When you feel the impulse of inhalation, stretch it out. Float in its fullness. Stretch your exhale, release slowly. Save a little so you can float in the emptying. Again, each way, float to fullness. In your relaxed state, let your breath be very long and slow. Surprise yourself with how long. A little longer, maybe a little more. Exhale, so part of it is mentally saying it's okay. I can stretch my breath. Let your hands find each other, rub them together, enjoying that warmth and friction, sound. And bring that to cover your eyes, gently cup your eye sockets with your hands. Feel that softening, quieting, and calming. Follow inhale to reach your arms up alongside your ears. Reach down through your feet so your back comes off the ground. Gently energizing, and then curl and release to one side or rock up to seated position. Coming into your easy seat. Sukhasana, your own easy seat. Those 2 blocks could be your everyday friends in yoga. If you have them and your knees are up, use them. Try it sometime under your knees. And keep practicing. When we stay determined and keep trying, we grow. A moment to check in. Thankful. Sharing. Thank you. I hope that your feet feel good, your hips, your inner being. Let me know if you have questions or if you also observe that knees, chest, and chin pose is wicked.
Thank you, Blossom. Thank you, Blossom. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. Thank you.